It just depends on the.
Oh, hey Mackenzie. Mackenzie, look at that, dude. We're live. We're
Oh,
live.
hello.
We're live. Hey, your video's not up anymore. It's just a screen. It's not your video.
Screen.
Yeah, it's just a blue picture. It's not your video anymore.
Well, I can see you.
I know, but we can't see you anymore.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. You should press the video button and see if you can change that.
I'm on. I'm on the video, sir.
Yeah, but you might have clicked something. You might have
No, I
clicked.
didn't.
I'm
I did
saying
not click anything.
you might have. I don't know if you did.
So you can't see me.
No, you like John Cena.
Oh God. Let's start with that. I I can see you, so I don't understand what the problem is.
I know you can see me, but I can't see you.
So I don't know what to do. Okay, no, that's not it.
No, you're good now. It worked.
Okay. So you can see me now.
Yes.
Gimmick failed.
But now I hear myself coming out of your device. Oh, now it's good. It's good now. Don't worry about it.
Okay then.
I'm just pulling up the stream on my phone. You can do the same. That way we'll have two viewers.
Okay, so how? All right. Okay. Okay, so how? All right.
Make sure to turn the volume off.
All right.
Cool.
Still kind of lagging.
Why is it telling me to sign in again? I just fucking signed.
Still lagging a little bit.
It's gonna lag for a few minutes, and then once it gets used to it, it's gonna stop lagging. Fuck, that's the wrong email. God. Alright. Oh, I got it. I'm gonna make sure the volume and everything is okay. God. Oh,
I think you might want to. I think you might want to put the channel that's on now into the featured of the skeptical hippo one.
What?
I think you might want to put the channel that we're doing for this in the featured part of the scheduled hippo one.
What do you mean in the featured part? What does that mean?
Like, you know on YouTube how it says home videos, playlists, channels, and about
Oh, you could. There's like a featured section where I can put.
other channels that you want to.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, I guess I've seen that before. I kind of forgot that it existed. Okay. Let me see. This.
Channels and about.
Oh, you could. There's like a featured section where I can put. All right, so now I'm gonna change the title, so that maybe we can actually fucking get people to come into the stream. I think like one way that we can build up viewers is, like, I don't know if you want to, but I will post some videos on the side of just me talking, and then maybe we can get viewers that way, and then those viewers will join into the live streams.
Okay.
Bam. Updated. And we're live. We were already live. We were already live, but we're live again.
Okay.
Here we go. It's go time. It's go time. We're here. It's Mackenzie and it's Frankie. Podcast time. Hell yeah. Here we go. All right. Hey now.
All right.
We're here.
Who's the third person?
I don't know. I don't want to know. It's John Cena because we can't see them.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna make that joke way too often. I'm so cool with it. So you better get used to it.
Oh no.
Here we go. All right. All right. So let's talk about Evolution. You watched it.
Okay.
You watched it. I didn't really get to watch it. So
I watched it in parts. I didn't really watch the whole thing full through, but I watched it in parts. But I did watch it.
The part that you did see, what do you think about it?
It went a lot better than expected, I think.
The vibe was kind of like a, it was kind of like an NXT vibe.
Yeah.
It was nice.
And I will say, for a show that had little to no build for it, they did amazing with it. Because I think they had something to prove, and they didn't have the time, on the main shows to kind of promote themselves and promote the show itself.
You know, to all the women that were competing in that show, it's like their WrestleMania. That it was like their WrestleMania to them. So yeah, they're gonna work their fucking asses off and make it the best product that they can. So props to them.
And the Battle Royal and the 6-woman tag match was a lot better than I was expecting. I still wasn't really happy that those women were in those matches, but again, they did the best. They took it in stride and
who won the Battle
worked
Royal?
their asses off to make the match good.
Who won the Battle Royal?
Nia Jax. Yeah.
I thought, wasn't she injured or she just came back from injury? Was this her return? Wasn't she out?
She's been back. She's been back for a while. I think she's been back for a while.
All right, so Nia Jax wins. What do you think they're gonna do with her?
Considering she's on Raw, she's probably going to go after the Raw Women's Championship.
Now, at the next pay-per-view, the next pay-per-view is Survivor Series, I believe.
Yes.
So they're going to do, for the women's title, it's going to be Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. So
No, they're not.
Yep. Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
At Survivor Series, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
What are they doing then? What are they doing?
At Survivor Series, they're having Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch.
That's what I meant. I'm happy you're here, or else. Or,
oh my god.
Yeah, I'm happy you're. That's what I meant. Okay. Yeah, because
that's gonna be a badass match.
Because the two champs. Oh yeah,
that's gonna be a badass match though.
Hey, did you see Rousey's? She did like this jujitsu throw off of the top rope to Nikki Bella. It was really cool, actually. I haven't seen a wrestler do it before. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I watched that far into it, but I can see it in my head.
It was cool. All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think they do with Nia if these two women are gonna have a match? How do they even promote that?
Well, Ronda and Nia already had a match already for the women's title match before that at Money in the Bank, so I don't see why they're going with that again. But I think they're not necessarily trying to build Ronda Rousey like Brock Lesnar, but
Nia's on Raw, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you would think they're probably gonna build her really. They're gonna build her really strong. They're gonna try to make her look like she is someone that could actually compete with Rousey. You know,
well, I think they're gonna have to turn. I think they're gonna have to think. I think they're gonna have to turn one of them heel first.
Dude, Rousey would be a badass heel.
I know she would. I think that's the route they should go with.
She would be a badass heel. I thought that. I didn't know that Nia wasn't a heel. I thought that she was a heel.
She was for a while, but they turned her face a while ago.
Yo, I swear to God, Nia Jax is like the women's Big Show. It's like they're always heel and they're always face. You can never tell which one is which. She turns every month. She's always turning. She's bipolar.
The Big Show turned heel again.
Yeah, he's a heel now. It's hilarious. It's like make up your mind. Stick with it.
So yeah, I don't really understand why they went with Nia Jax to win the Battle Royal, because you already had a match with Ronda Rousey, but I think it may have something to do with Roman Reigns. I'm not entirely sure. That's kind of the reason why I thought of that. They went with her
because they felt bad,
or maybe I don't think because they felt bad, but I think just because she's in the family. So
I don't know. That shouldn't be the reason that they do it. That is,
I doubt that's the reason, but it's I
a
can't deny
possibility.
that. It's a possibility. I'm not denying it. Could be a possibility, but I don't think that's really what happened.
Yeah, possibility is always out there, you know.
And we're down to 2 now.
Third guy left. All right, so what was your favorite part about the pay-per-view? What did you like?
Again, my favorite part was Becky and Charlotte.
What was your least favorite? Was there anything that you fucking absolutely hated?
No, I mean, there's some things I think they could have done better, but I don't think there's anything that I really hated.
That's good. It's been a long time since I've seen a WWE show, and I didn't see anything that I didn't really hate. So that's good. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I should have watched it. I kind of wanted. I kind of wanted to watch Crown Jewel tomorrow only so that I can make a video about it, like so that I knew exactly what happened and everything. But I can't even watch it tomorrow. It's gonna be 12. It's gonna be noon Eastern, and I have a test. That starts at 12, so there's no chance of me even watching that.
And I'm not watching it because I just, for kind of morality wise, just because I'm not, as half because of morality wise.
Yeah.
And also because I'm not in nothing on the card interests me.
It feels so forced. That's the best way I think I can put it. Like bringing all of the legends back and then forcing them to do this match that just feels so unnatural. Like the DX versus Undertaker and Kane is just so bad in my opinion. I don't think that it should be happening. It doesn't even make me want. Like I feel like they think for nostalgic purposes, it's gonna make people want to watch that match specifically, but I actually have zero interest in watching that match.
I don't either.
Yeah, the build-up was bad.
And I think also because they're getting up there in age, it's kind of not going to be as good as it could have been years ago.
DX is actually still in really good shape, so that's good for them.
I know they are, but I'm just saying they're getting up there in age, so I don't think they can go as well.
Yeah.
A few, 10 years ago, where
I don't think there's any reason for that match to happen. Well, half the shit on this card, I don't think there's any reason for it to happen. I don't like these pay-per-views. These Saudi pay-per-views.
First, so Daniel Bryan pulled out, John Cena pulled out.
Good for them.
Question, why are they still calling it the World Cup if every single person in there is American?
True. Even Rey Mysterio's American, so
American.
I don't even know.
He's Mexican-American, but he's still American.
He's still American, you know. He was born in California.
Yeah. So I don't understand.
Bro, I don't understand half the shit that they do. It's so ridiculous, but you can't take your eyes off of it.
Like, the weird thing is, there's sometimes when I'm watching wrestling, WWE, it's like, how does that logically make sense? How do these? Sometimes I don't think they know what logic is.
Yo, WWE is kind of like a transvestite. It's like, how does that even make sense? But you want to keep looking at it, but you also don't want to keep looking at it. But you're so intrigued that you have to figure out.
Not the analogy I would have used.
You gotta figure out what's going on.
Okay then.
Like, what's going on over there? What are you guys doing? Who's controlling this? Who's making the decisions around here? No, I
And
thought it was funny.
yeah,
All right, you suck. Um, I like the way that they took Daniel Bryan off of the card.
yeah.
At least they did something. It was a good match. He had a good match with AJ Styles, so that was fun.
Only problem is there's like 3 commercials in the middle of it, so you missed some of it. You didn't get to see the whole thing.
Yeah, I always thought that putting commercials in during a wrestling match is so stupid. It's like, how do you, if you're trying to make it a little bit realistic, you can't put a commercial in the middle of a match. That's why there's no commercials in the middle of UFC fights. Like, because what if someone gets
It's mostly
knocked
on
out?
pay-per-view, isn't it? I mean, if you're on like Fight Night or something, I guess they don't either. Like, if you want to put a commercial like after the match ends and before the next segment starts, then you can do that.
Yeah.
But don't do it in the middle of the match because there's some things you miss, and you're like, how did he get? Okay, they were staying on there before the commercial. Now all the way down here. How did they get there?
It's like right before break, the heel is being the shit out of the good guy. Actually, no, it would be something different. It would be the good guy is being the shit out of the heel, and then commercial break, and then bam, you're back, and the heel is just like trying to make the good guy tap out. It doesn't even.
It's like how did he? It's like how did you get here?
Like, what did I miss? Why are there commercials? Why do you do this?
I mean, I understand for advertising you have to have commercials because it's on a network, so you have to have commercials. But put them somewhere else.
Find another way to make money. That
No,
isn't.
but at least, this is not as bad as football commercials.
Those are brutal. Yeah, that's why.
It's like
that's why
every-
the Red Zone channel was the greatest channel ever created.
It's like a commercial every 5 minutes.
Yeah. But at least they do
It's,
it.
I don't like.
At least they do it during timeouts. Like, at least you're not,
Well-
you know. I would almost rather watch a commercial than stare at a field for 30 seconds. Not like I actually look at the commercials. I kind of just take out my
I don't
phone.
understand why they have the commercial where it's like they come back. It's like they kick. It's like they kick it off. Like, come back for a kickoff and then go to commercial again.
Those are annoying. I don't like those.
It's like what? Why can't we just? I don't.
Go Cowboys.
No.
Go Cowboys.
I frankly don't give a shit anymore.
All right, so the Elite is leaving Bullet Club. I would have loved to have been on that cruise, dude. If he does it again, I'm gonna get myself on that cruise. I'm gonna do whatever I can.
I think he administered a wedding on there too, which was kind of fun, which was fun to see.
Yeah, Jericho was the
Minister.
Yeah. Did you see he was holding the list of Jericho?
I'm not. I mean, they're out at sea, so I'm not sure how much authority he has to be but I don't know what kind of power he has.
What's the thing that you need in order to? There's like a legal document that you have to obtain in order for you to be able to do something like that.
Like the power invested in me by the state of Florida, or
No, there's a name for it.
it's a marriage license, I think.
No, it's not a marriage license. It's like a witness license or something that you can.
It's something. It's whatever, but I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know how much power he has to be able to declare them man and wife,
We're
but
looking too far into this. Into this. I would have loved to have been on that cruise. Shit, that would have been so fun.
so you were saying you wanted to fantasy book the Elite.
Yeah.
Here's what I want. Here's what I think.
All right.
So, I mean, if Gallows and Anderson were still, I mean, I don't know where they are right now. I mean, I think they're on SmackDown, so I think.
Anderson has a six-pack now. Go on.
Okay, but that's not okay. But that's not even there. That's not the point.
Go on.
So Anderson and Gallows, if they were still okay. So here's what I would do. I would bring Gallows and Anderson back. Draft or trade Finn Balor to SmackDown. And kind of reform the Bullet Club on SmackDown.
They're gonna fuck up Bullet Club if they ever decide to do.
And
Do you think? How hard would it be to fuck that up? Because they could have done something with Gallows and Anderson and Finn Balor,
and
and they fucked that up so quickly. Like it wasn't even God.
few weeks and then they're done.
Yeah, that was it. Is this Kevin Dunn's fault, or is this Vince's fault, or is it both?
I could say it's both.
Yeah. I mean, it's Vince's fault for still having Kevin Dunn around, but it's Kevin Dunn for for being as bad as he is.
Here, I mean, I don't know what the writing ability is, but if I would be happy if they would have let the wrestlers write their own promos or write their own storylines.
Yeah, that would be nice. Or maybe let them have a say, but not write them all the way. You know, still have some.
Like have input, some input into here's how we want to do this.
Also, fuck the scripts. Let them say their own shit. Stone Cold would never have been Stone Cold if he had a script the whole time.
No.
Did you see Stone Cold call out Vince on his podcast? He was telling Vince, like, you gotta let these guys get some more leeway. Like, let go of the script bullshit. Let them talk for themselves. And Vince was like, I think we're gonna stick with the scripts. Did you watch that?
No.
All right.
Was that a while ago or was that recently?
Yeah, it was 2016, I think. So it was a while ago. Yeah.
I probably heard about it, but I didn't. It's been a while since I watched it. So.
Ooh, what about Kenny Omega, Royal Rumble? I think what they're gonna do is I don't think that they specifically said, all three of them said that they didn't want to sign a long-term contract with anybody. Like, they were saying 1 year max for any promotion. What if they just do, like, a certain amount of matches, kind of like what Brock is doing? Just do, like, 14 matches or, like, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, something like that, so that they're not completely locked in to what Vince wants them to do.
But here's another question. If you were to sign them, would you send them straight to their main roster or send them to NXT first?
Oh no, they're not NXT. They're about.
I mean, it's an Adam Cole down there. I mean, I don't think he needed to go to NXT either. But
yeah, but Adam Cole didn't main event Wrestle Kingdom twice.
But
He didn't win the G1. I think Kenny Omega and anybody else is on a different level. Like, Kenny Omega and Adam Cole, they're on a different level. Like,
I mean, they're both amazing wrestlers.
Oh, no, amazing. But Kenny Omega is the John Cena of the independent circuit. Like, everybody knows who can. If you have watched independent wrestling or New Japan for a little bit, not even that long, just for a little bit, like, you know who Kenny Omega is.
Yeah.
If you've listened to Dave Meltzer speak for like 1 minute, you know who Kenny Omega is, because he talks about him all the time. Or the Young Bucks. Everybody knows who the Young Bucks is. They should know who the Young Bucks is.
Yeah.
You ever hear the Too Sweet chants? Sometimes you'll hear like the whoop whoop.
Yeah.
You hear those chants? Yeah. Like, there's some people that know who they are. Do you know?
Yeah.
I guess it maybe depends where the Royal Rumble is going to be held.
It's in Phoenix, I think.
Ooh.
It's made in Phoenix next year.
They could have. Why? Do it in like New York, Chicago, or
maybe like a smart crowd, I guess.
Yeah, like Chicago, New York. Ooh, if they did it in the UK and they debuted them over there, holy shit. They got a lot of marks.
I really
there.
think the UK should have had a WrestleMania by now.
They should have.
Instead, we're going back to New Jersey.
Again, really?
Yeah, they're going back to New Jersey for 35.
They love New York, New Jersey, and Florida. They love those places.
I love New York, but it's you've been there so many times.
Yeah. But that's one of those things where people don't really mind flying out to go to because it's such a big event.
Yeah.
So, wherever you make the most money, I guess, if you're Vince. So that's where you go.
Yeah.
Shit. What else you trying to talk about? What else was on that list? What do we got here? I can't pull it up on my computer, or it's like.
Don't have.
Did we go through everything?
Sort of, I guess. Not really. Sort of. Or we can just talk if you want. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be this long thing.
What you trying to talk about? I'm just chilling. I'll do whatever, you know. I'm having a good time.
Let me think about it for a second.
I'm not in a hurry. I'm just gonna chill. It would be cool, maybe eventually when we get a following built up, we'll have some people in the comment section so that we can actually like talk to them and interact with them. They could ask questions, bring some stuff up.
I have an idea for maybe a segment that we could do.
What's that?
Maybe like we can take a wrestler that has been that we feel has been misused, and kind of go back to the beginning of when they got called up and rebook them again.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Who do you want to do?
I'll let you pick since it's your channel first.
You want to do Bailey?
Sure.
All right.
Because the first thing that pops to your head is someone who's been misused. I mean, I think she's starting to find her groove. I think she's starting to find her groove now, so I sort of...
It's the reason I say Bailey is because when I first started watching wrestling again, which was early 2017, she was so over. She was crazy over, and now she doesn't even get a small pop. She doesn't get anything, and it's not her fault at all.
No,
well, not one bit of it is her fault. It's just completely booking.
Have you seen her match with Sasha Banks at Brooklyn?
Yeah, who hasn't? It was amazing.
That was awesome, and then the Iron Woman match was really good too.
Yeah. So where do you think they really fell off with that? Where do you think it really started just going downhill?
Extreme Rules 2011 with Alexa Bliss in the kendo stick match.
2017, not 2011. I'm gonna. You said
2011.
You said 2011.
No, I said 17.
No, you said 11. I got it live streamed. I can pull it up. Yeah, the kendo where she refused to hit her. Is that the one?
Who's the one? Oh, because you're not on it. That's why.
Is that the one that you're talking about where she refused to hit her with the stick? Yeah. The whole feud in general, that was like the breaking point where everybody was just, fuck this, we can't do this anymore. This is terrible. And
like, I don't understand like how they went with that with her, is because if you look at her, how she was in NXT, yeah, she was she was lovable and she could like to hug people, but she could be aggressive when she needed to be.
Yeah, like she can still kick ass.
She could get. Yeah, and you see the match with Alexa Bliss, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, she's such a good worker.
You're making her a wuss.
Yeah.
It's like you're.
They should have turned her heel. She should be a heel right now. And I thought they were finally going in the right direction, and then they fucked it up, of course. So it's hilarious. I mean, it's not what it is.
I'm curious, how would you book her as a heel?
She would be crazy. I would make her similar to maybe AJ Lee when AJ Lee was a heel.
Or maybe since her character is kind of like a fan, her character was kind of like a fan, maybe make it like a Mickey, like how Mickey James was with Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
I think she actually said that she wanted to be a heel. She was a heel, and that was what her character would be. Would be kind of like a Mickey James-esque 2006 with Trish Stratus.
Yeah, she did bring that up, I think, on Steve Austin's podcast. I think she was talking about the Mickey James stuff.
Yeah, I think she would do well with that.
It would be good.
I think when she first came to NXT, she was a heel. Before she kind of...
Was she?
Found her... Because I remember watching a match with Paige, and she was the heel.
Oh, interesting. I never saw her work as a heel before.
It was 2013, I think.
God damn. God damn. Is she a homegrown talent, or was she on the Indies beforehand, or she was on the Indies?
Bailey was on the Indies before.
Yeah.
Davina Rose was her ring name.
Who wasn't on the Indies that actually ended up working? Braun Strowman.
Roman.
They shoved Roman down everyone's throat, though. It's not like he got over with the crowd.
By himself.
He never got over with the crowd.
I think I wouldn't say he's over now, but his character still isn't. But
it's so different. This doesn't count. This is a completely different circumstance. He might have been. The Shield was over. Roman Reigns wasn't over, but the Shield was over. So that's something, I guess.
And do you know that Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose both came from the Indies too?
Oh yeah, I know that for sure.
So I don't think we have really anyone who's homegrown anymore except for Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. I think Elias is actually homegrown too.
Yeah, but he's not. Ooh, he's actually getting over. Speaking of that, he's actually getting over. They turned him face. Everyone's starting to like him. Hopefully they don't fuck that up, but
I'm not sure how. I think very little talent is homegrown anymore.
They're just bringing in everybody They're just getting everybody's top performers and bringing them in, putting them in NXT, and then fucking them up.
I don't think anyone really has homegrown talent anymore, to be honest. I think everyone just goes everywhere now.
Yeah. It's
I
completely
think that's
different.
kind of not.
It's completely different than it was like 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Even with Braun, dude, his promos could be so much better, but now it's just him saying, "Get these hands. You're gonna get these hands." That's it. It was really cool the first time. I know I brought this up last time we spoke. It was really cool the first time. I liked it. I thought it was funny. But now that's his whole promo. That's it.
It's wearing out its welcome now.
Yeah, that's it. And then you can look at the Matt Hardy shit. Matt Hardy, it was just him laughing a lot. Vince really liked that for some reason. It was cool. I mean, it's funny, but then he did.
I mean, there was more to the broken character than what Vince was showing us. There's more of that character than what.
Yeah. Well, Vince didn't even know what the broken character was based on what I saw. He had no idea what that shit was. He didn't get it.
I think Matt was doing a lot of that himself.
Yeah, he's smart and he's really funny and he's really talented. And then when he goes to WWE, Vince kind of stripped him of all of that and then made the broken character Vince's character, and then that was that. And then he ruined it. Yeah. I didn't even know that you could ruin that. You know how confident I was that you couldn't even ruin the broken character, but he did.
And he did.
I didn't even think that was possible.
You brought up the point that you think the company's gonna be a lot better when Triple H is in power, and I guess again because it takes a wrestler to book and it takes a wrestler to understand things. Mm-hmm. And again, Vince is not coming from a wrestling point of view; he's coming more from a business and what he thinks people want to see.
Hey, you know who's homegrown that's super over that we didn't think of? Velveteen Dream. He's super over. He's awesome.
And speaking of that, I think Charlotte's homegrown too. Actually,
doesn't count. Ric Flair doesn't count.
I mean, it counts but it doesn't.
Like
it's like a special case. It counts in a special case.
Yeah. Like technically, yes, she was homegrown, but
because she didn't want to wrestle after her brother died, so. But she went through it, so I guess you can argue that she is homegrown.
And I don't want to take anything. I don't want to take anything away from her when I say that she wasn't homegrown. But like when I say I
mean, she's homegrown in the sense where she didn't come from somewhere else. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, basically. She was always in the business. Yeah, Velveteen Dream is dope. When I think of people that Vince can't possibly ruin, Velveteen Dream is kind of in that list, but now I'm not confident that anybody could be in that list.
And wait a minute, do you know who Lars Sullivan is?
Yeah. I
don't know if he came from somewhere before or he was.
Yeah, but he's not really over. He's not over the way that.
But I'm just saying
Velveteen
in
is.
general. I'm not saying in sense of over. I'm just saying I don't know if he came from somewhere else or he was a product of the Performance Center or anything.
Who knows? Who cares? I don't know. Velveteen's dope. Who do you think,
Yeah.
speaking of the list of the people that Vince can't possibly ruin, do you think that there's anybody that can be put on that list? Do you think Kenny Omega or the Young Bucks can be put on that list?
I don't know. Because I'm knowing Vince, I'm pretty sure he can find a way to ruin something.
But do you think that they would join the WWE without... Do you think that they would join without specifically making it a point in their contracts that they would be able to get some power? And
No,
yeah, like they
I don't think they would just accept the contract that they're given. I think they would
yeah.
try to get some creative control with it.
There
because,
would be a shitload of negotiation
yeah.
in order to make that go through. I think they're gonna do it the right way. If the Elite ever gets into the WWE, I think that Omega and the Young Bucks are gonna do their best to make it right. Also, hey, is Cody Rhodes in the Elite?
No. I think he signed with them in the Civil War, but I don't think he was actually a part of it. Because I know in the Civil War he did sign with them, but I don't...
Because Rhodes was the one that made the announcement that the Elite was no longer in... He's the one that made the announcement that the Elite was no longer in Bullet Club.
I think he was the leader, so I think he can make that decision.
Well...
Because I don't think he left yet when he made the announcement. I think he was still part of it.
Yeah, but he's not the leader of the Elite. You would think that's Kenny.
Kenny.
But I don't even think that they have a leader. I think that it's really just the three of them.
I think in Bullet Club did have a leader, and Cody was the leader at that point. So,
Ooh, it depends who you ask. I don't think Cody was ever the leader. I think it was always.
no, he was.
I think it was.
He was.
I mean, I guess when Kenny went with Kota Ibushi for a couple months, and then they had the Civil War and all that shit, and then everything came back to normal, and then I guess now none of them are in the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Bro, I think Hangman Page.
I know Kenny was the fourth leader of the Bullet Club. I don't know if Cody was the fifth, or it says Jay White is the fifth, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, Jay White's the leader right now. Jay White's the leader. Hey, I'm confused. Didn't Kenny initially try getting Jay White to join, and then Jay White said like, "Yeah, I'll join," and then Jay White turned on him, and then he did the switchblade on Kenny, and then he was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm not joining." Now he's the leader. How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Shit, I have to start keeping up because I don't even know how the fuck that happened. It's like one minute Jay White's fucking up the Bullet Club, and now he's the leader of the Bullet Club. So, whatever. That's interesting.
No, wait. Cody didn't say that the Elite was no longer a member.
Yeah, he did. He responded to someone on Twitter before they made the announcement on the Jericho cruise. Cody responded to someone on Twitter saying that he was no longer in the Bullet Club and that it was Jay White's thing.
Yeah.
If you look on his Twitter,
the Elite is a lot bigger than I thought it was. It's not just the three of them.
Who else is it? Cody's in there?
It's Cody, Kenny, Marty Scurll, the Young Bucks, and Adam Page.
Bro, Adam Page is the dullest character I've ever seen, ever. He's literally the dullest wrestling character I've ever seen. It's a big dude in cowboy boots. That's it. That's so boring.
Okay.
He's got to do something different. Come on, man, you got this. Ask Kenny for some ideas.
But I'm just saying that the Bullet Club is bigger than I thought. Than
the Elite.
Than just the three of them. Yeah. The Elite is a lot bigger than just the three of them. And Bad Luck Fale is the longest tenured member in the Bullet Club right now.
Yeah, because he formed it with Prince Devitt.
Finn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty
Same
sure some of the
difference.
people who I know, but I'm pretty sure people who will be watching this, some may not know who Prince Devitt is, but
True. Yeah, Finn Balor, Prince Devitt, same guy. Finn Balor formed the
yeah,
Bullet Club, everybody. Fun fact for anybody that
yeah,
doesn't know that.
yeah. And there have been 5 leaders of the Bullet Club so far.
Jay White included.
Yeah. It was Prince Devitt or Finn. Then
AJ
it was Carl
Styles.
Anderson.
Oh, Carl
Then it
Anderson.
was Carl Anderson. Then AJ Styles. Then Kenny Omega. And now Jay White.
Ah, I told you fucking Cody Rhodes was never the leader. Bam.
I mean, I think
I
they
win.
fought. I think they fought for it, but Kenny won. I think they fought for
Yeah.
leadership, but Kenny won.
Kenny won the the match in the Pyramid Stadium or whatever the fuck that place was called. That venue is cool. I forget what it's called though. It's in Cali. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we end this?
And just speaking of kind of arenas, have you seen the inside of the Prince Edward Hall in in
In the
the
UK?
UK?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
where,
inside is beautiful in
dude,
there.
it is so nice. That's where that's where Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate had their 5-star match. That was such a good match.
No, that was a Takeover Chicago.